Hey, real quick, this message is for Beyonce. Hey girl, hey, Miss Beyonce, Miss Destiny Child, Miss Jay-Z's wife, Miss Cowboy Carter. Look, I don't know what I'm supposed to call you, okay? I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm supposed to call you. And I know this might be hard to understand because I have such a country twang, and that might be hard for you to understand. But I just have a question for you. How much should that Grammy cost you? Because you see, I have a new bookshelf, and I thought maybe a Grammy would look kind of cute on it. So how much did it cost you? Because that was not a country album. This is what happens when everybody gets a participation trophy and you got to identify as whatever the hell you think you are. I can put a cowboy hat and cowboy boots on my dog, but that don't make him a cowboy.
Which kind of question was that? How much did it cost her to buy that award? I don't understand. Hi family, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well wherever you're at. To all my returning subscribers, you guys, thank you so very much for the love and support. It really means a lot to me. And in case you are seeing me for the very first time, please do consider subscribing on the channel so that you don't actually lose out anything that I'll be uploading on here. It seems that very many people are so unsatisfied and so unhappy, and they have a lot of anger because of the award Beyonce got. It's giving hating vibes. I don't know what you guys think about this, but put it down in the commentary.
But I just have a question for you. How much should that
You're
Grammy cost you?
You're a complete imbecile. That was a country album. The 13,000 voters at the Grammys decided and agreed that it was a country album. People who are in the industry who know music agreed that it was a country album. And I don't know if you know Miss Twang, but country music came from black people. It didn't come from your people. Your kind did not create country music. They did not revolutionize country music. Black people did. And the reason why Beyonce made a country album and it's winning so many awards is because of how creative it was, how revolutionary it was, how innovative it was. She basically told black people, hey, we made this. Let's take it back. It's ours again. And the reason why people are saying your racism showing in the comment section is because you are displaying white tears and you don't even realize it. When you guys don't get your way, you act out like you're doing now. A simple congratulations would suffice. When Taylor Swift was making country albums, y'all wasn't having this type of smoke. And then when she stopped, y'all didn't say a word. Okay.
Beyonce winning Album of the Year after Jay-Z stood up on that stage the year before and bitched and moaned and complained that she has all these Grammys, she's the most Grammys ever, has never won Album of the Year. I will never, last year I wasn't going to forgive the Grammys for giving Victoria Monet, newest artist of the year over Noah Khan. Okay, I've gotten over that since then. Victoria Monet seems like a very wonderful lady, okay? But to give Beyonce Album of the Year, okay, when you had Billie Eilish, Sabrina Carpenter, Chappell Roan, Taylor Swift. Those are the only other ones that I cared about. Sorry, I'm forgetting everybody else. And to give her Country Album of the Year when she didn't win a single country music award this year. Not a single one.
I wonder why she didn't win. Why she didn't win?
You're telling me over Lainey Reeves?
White.
I'm missing people's names right now. Chris Stapleton?
White.
I mean, Post Malone's album was even better than... I'm sorry.
White.
I'm sorry. The Beehive's gonna come for me, but I don't care. I've been staying quiet about it for too long. It pisses me off. And don't even get me started. I love me some Kendrick Lamar. But you're telling me that a diss track that wasn't even that serious...
To you.
And record of the... He swept.
As he should.
A diss track. It was funny for the first time. Drake is probably somewhere pissed right now, but then to win another one after literally all of the girlies have been slaying all year. Slaying.
So, did y'all notice what all the artists that she had an issue with winning had in common, and all the artists that she feel like should have won had in common? Every artist she had a problem with winning was black, no matter their talent. And every artist that she named that should have won was white. Taylor Swift. Listen, I know that the Swifties love Taylor. And I know that she puts on a spectacular show. But the talent is not... I'm not even going to get into that with y'all. But I just want us all to be mindful. They are literally losing their fucking minds about Beyonce winning. And to say that you are mad that Victoria Monet won new art... Have y'all heard Black Panther? If you have not heard... What? Victoria Monet's songs give you that head scratch. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about. Maybe it's just a thing people with ADHD get. Maybe it's like finally some endorphins being fucking released. I don't know. But her music does that. And then you're saying that Jay-Z bought Beyonce the win. So why they didn't buy it before? They could have been bought it. Why they invited the CMAs? And to say, oh, she didn't win at the CMA, so how could she win at the Grammys? I don't know. Racism. Have you heard of her? You're showing it. It's like, no matter who wins what, if it is a primarily white category, if it's a white person in the category and a black person wins over that white person, they are in fucking arms. They are losing their shit. Last year, when a white band, a white non-Jamaican band won for the reggae category, crickets. They weren't mad at that. They didn't come out saying like, oh my God, this is so unfair. How could a non-Jamaican white band win Reggae Artist of the Year? Nothing.
Beyonce winning Album of the Year after Jay-Z stood up on that stage the year before.
Well, I have a question. To everyone that's upset that Beyonce won Album of the Year, right? How do you feel about Taylor Swift winning Album of the Year 5 times at the Grammys, and only one of those albums are considered a classic? And the album I'm talking about in question is 1989. How is it that Taylor Swift won Album of the Year for 5 albums that all literally sound the exact same? And 4 of them were mediocre at best. Can someone please answer me that? And why are you guys so upset that Billie Eilish didn't win Album of the Year when she got Album of the Year already? Not to mention she won 2 Oscars. Not 1, 2 Oscars. She's doing pretty well for herself. So again, why are you so upset that she won Album of the Year? Like, my girl did opera. She sang opera on a country album. Cowboy Carter was by far the most innovative out of the Album of the Year's list this year. And y'all know it. It was the most creative. It was the most innovative. It was the most game-changing. Like, what? And for you to sit here and talk ish about They Not Like Us, like the song was for you anyway. The song literally is called They Not Like Us. You thought he was just saying that for fun? That wasn't for you, sweetie. That was for us. The Negras. What?
With me that she supposedly is for all of this liberation, but she has not said a word about Pally and has backed that happening, has backed the of thousands of innocent people, children. She actually physically backed it. And like I said, she's a billionaire. She hoards resources. She hoards money. She doesn't redistribute her wealth like she should. If she did, she wouldn't be a billionaire. If she did, her community wouldn't be struggling as much. So
Struggling.
I don't have respect for Beyonce anymore. I'm sorry. She's too powerful. She has too much money. She has too much influence, and she doesn't need any more fucking awards. With that being
Now, I should be studying, but for you, I'm going to make some time. So, why is it that the system is only rigged when it's a black person that wins something or gets something? Specifically a black woman. Why is it then the system is rigged? Also, so if she cared so much, then the community wouldn't be in the place that it is. Is the community Beyonce's responsibility or the government? Should we have a history lesson right now and talk about the systematic things that has happened in this country that has caused Black people to be in the positions that they are? Let's talk about the people who have been in politics longer than Beyonce has been alive. Maybe it's their fault and not Beyonce's. And why is it that Beyonce is the only one that should be redistributing her wealth? Why is that? None of the other millionaires are required to redistribute their wealth and fix their communities, because there's a lot of white artists that come from very low income trailer park like situations, and the places that they come from are still very low income and very trailer park like situations. Ain't shit changed in where they came from in their communities. Beyonce actually comes from a very affluent middle class community. Where she came from, her community is doing fine. I think what you were saying is Black people. That's what you wanted to say, Black people. So now Beyonce is responsible for fixing everything wrong in the Black community. So because she's a billionaire, it's her job to fix everything that's wrong in the Black community, not the government that put a lot of the Black community in the place that they are. Huh? And then you mentioned, oh, she's a bad actress, that no one is shocked. She's shocked because year after year after year, she's been snubbed. She's shocked because she's already been snubbed by the country music community. That's why she is shocked. And trust me, listen, Beyonce, Beehive, don't kill me, but I don't think Beyonce is that good of an actress. I ain't gonna hold you. Dancer, singer, all of that. Beautiful performer. But for those people who know Beyonce, who are fans of Beyonce, can see that is a genuine shock. She did not see that coming. So I think if anyone else would have won, this wouldn't have come out. And you know what? I just knew that this was going to be the talking point. So now you have a comment section full of racists using this as an opportunity to be racist. And you knew what you were doing. As much as you come back and you're trying to like, oh, white people, this isn't a moment for you to be racist towards Beyonce. That's exactly what you opened up the door for. That is exactly what you opened up the door for. Because you're not expecting any white billionaire to redistribute their wealth. And then you're blaming her. You're saying that she backed the unaliving of children. You're really putting that on her back? You are really putting that on her back. How did you said she physically did it? You said she physically backed it. I want proof. I want it now. I want proof and I want it now. Because what did I tell y'all? In 2025, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. Y'all gonna leave Black women alone. In 2025, we're not doing it. So you said that she physically backed the unaliving of children, and that is a serious offense to put on the back of a Black woman. So you need to cough up some proof ASAP. Since you know for a fact, beyond the shadow of a doubt, and I don't want to hear some bullshit like, oh, well, she sided with this corporation. No, I want to know what Beyonce, Knowles Carter, did herself that caused the unaliving of children. You're not expecting no white artists to redistribute their wealth. You're not expecting no white artists to fix the fucked up shit that's going on in their fucking community. But somehow Beyonce is responsible for all this shit. Y'all gonna stop blaming Black women for shit. If you don't feel like she deserved it, that's your fucking business for whatever reason, but we all know the reason. Y'all gonna stop it.
Can someone please enlighten me on how Beyonce winning this Grammy turned into a race thing? Y'all, the people aren't upset because a Black woman won. The people are upset because ain't nobody turned on their Alexa and said, play Cowboy Carter. I barely even knew the name of the album, and I listened to the whole thing. But notice how I didn't go and look it up again to find it again. No.
Okay, so two things, right? I think a lot of times, a lot of us get caught up in what we like and what we listen to and yada yada yada. You're saying that you only listened to Playboy Carter once and you never went back. I've never listened to Billie Eilish. A lot of those other artists, what's her name? The one that that didn't, I can't even remember her name. The one that she came out as gay or whatever. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I can't even remember her name. I couldn't name a single song. And let me just say, I'm not even a Beehive person. I'm not even a member of the Beehive. I like Beyonce. I listen to her music, but I'm really one of those people that like, I just enjoy what celebrities provide to us. I don't care about anything else. But I think the race part that you're choosing to not acknowledge is that, especially like the last young lady that I stitched, every single artist that she had an issue with, that one was Black. And every artist that she felt that got robbed was what? Every single one. That does not seem odd to you? That does not seem odd to you. Every single artist that she feels like that was robbed is white. And they lost to a Black person. And she didn't mention any other artists that lost to white artists, because somehow those white artists that won deserve what they got. But all the Black artists, every time it's rigged, they're robbed. That is the situation. That is why race comes into it, because she's literally listing off artists that was robbed or that should have won over this Black artist, and most of the people don't even know who these people are. And everyone, and then also when it comes to country music, right? They're saying that she shouldn't have won country. Beyonce was snubbed at the country music. Every Black person was snubbed at the country music awards. So that's why we say race. And then people are like, oh, the country music isn't racist. They literally was talking shit about Shabuzi on stage. They was literally talking shit about Shabuzi on stage. Not one single Black country artist is deserving of awards. Is that what you're telling me? So it's not just about Beyonce. And people are calling it a participation trophy. If Taylor Swift won, would they call it a participation trophy? Do you really think Beyonce, the artist, the type of work that she puts out? And here's the thing, right? Even if I don't particularly like a song, that does not mean it's not a good song. That does not mean it's not a good record. That just means it's not for me. Do you have a song, right? I have songs that's not like mainstream that I listen to and that I resonate with so much on such a deep level, and I'll go play it for somebody because I'm like, oh my God, like you have to hear this. Like this song is so amazing. This best song I've ever heard in my life. And then I'll play it for them and they'll be sitting there like, okay, it's all right. And my brain cannot fathom how you don't enjoy the song. So I think y'all need to stop looking at it from your perspective, because the same way they're saying that she shouldn't win because of it's a country album, but they're like, oh, well, if anything, she should have won for Lemonade or for her self-titled album. Oh, but no one was saying that she was robbed. These same people, none of them would have said that they didn't say, oh, those years she was robbed. They said, oh, I could see if she won those years.
Stop thanking Beyonce. She didn't create your voice. Shut up. Does she have the gatekeeper? If Beyonce's in charge of all of those musicians, don't listen to music anymore. We don't want her in charge. Of course the Grammys is a ritual. Of course, the Grammys is a ritual. The Oscars, the Grammys, the Emmys, the whatevers are all run by a group of people. How do I know this? I used to have clients that worked for the American press, the foreign press, the Oscar foreign press, whatever it is, and they paid off and did dinners for payoff over here for your client and payoff for this. It's a vanity award show for people for themselves. That's it. And then they've got you washing it, telling you that it's booty hole junction. Exactly. It's Illuminati. It's satanic. It's Luciferian. It's, what's John Travolta? I can't. Scientology. It's Mormon. It's all of it. Okay. It's Catholic. It's all of it. And all they do is do graft for over here. I don't support you because you're an entertainer. I know you in person. I either like you or I don't. You pay for those awards. You pay for those awards. It's cheating. Why don't you put some real singers up there? I know those stories too because I've been here so long.